In general, I see that fan bases of stories tend to exaggerate the quality of the ending of a story. It's usually either a masterpiece or a train wreck. I think the truth is usually somewhere towards the middle, and I believe the same for Chainsaw Man. I'll play devil's advocate, and my first move is to cite Steins Gate, a well-received anime. Spoiler warning for its entire story. CSM and Steins Gate both have endings that erase most of what came before through some kind of time travel, but I don't think I've seen Steins Gate catch heat for its ending. It's highly rated on MAL, so let's look at the key differences. The first important distinction is that the entire story in Steins Gate is built around the concept of time travel. In the first half, they send phone emails that rewrite history. Then in the second half of the show, the main character tries to undo all of those emails to return to the original timeline. CSM was not all about time travel. The concept of Pochita being able to erase concepts was introduced towards the end of part 1, but I don't think the idea of Pochita erasing someone, causing a timeline reset, was a thing until the last chapter. Steins Gate being all about time travel softened the blow. But CSM fans didn't seem to have any issues with characters having powers that weren't set up properly, so I don't see this alone being an issue. The next difference is how they handle time travel. Steins Gate has 24 episodes. From 1 to 12, they send the emails. In episode 12, Mayuri dies, which is the bad future he wants to avoid. Then in episode 15, Okabe starts his mission of undoing all the emails. That means the show spent about 42% of the time building up to its reset ending. This further prepared the audience for the ending that erased everything from before. From what I've gathered, Pochita's reset came out of nowhere. The plan to kill himself was not established long before. Last is the length of the stories. Steins Gate only undid 15 episodes worth of development. CSM undid around 200 chapters worth of development, which is at least equivalent to 50 episodes. One definitely hurts more than the other. Now I'll play defense again. Pochita's ability to erase concepts he eats was what made him special. Multiple antagonists wanted to use Pochita for this, so ending the story by having him use said ability for himself and Denji is kind of beautiful and poetic in a way. It makes sense for the story. Who's to say that another villain wouldn't show up and try to use Denji again? Pochita's decision also makes him feel more like a human. Characters generally have a couple of character traits and consistently operate within them. They aren't real people. They are plot devices. However, if you add complex psychology to their character, they begin to feel more realistic. Examples are the 5 stages of grief, hierarchy of needs, and stages of moral development. In a Yu Yu Hakusho video, I explained how characters going through specific stages of grief in reaction to traumatic events made them feel more human. Here, Pochita uses the stages of moral development. He chooses to kill himself because he believes that Denji's life would be better without him. I don't know what specific stage that would fall into, but it's around 5 or 6. It takes a lot of self-awareness and dedication to doing the right thing to come to such a conclusion, which makes him feel more real. And finally, the willingness to make such a bold and memorable decision is somewhat respectable on the writer's part. The result is a bittersweet ending that's probably deeper and more mature than the rest of the story. I don't know, maybe the fans would have rather had the story end with a sex scene. I understand that it makes everything else that happened feel pointless, but that's not completely true. All of those past events were what led to Pochita making that world-altering decision. In the end, Denji, Power, and Asa all have happier lives than in the original timeline, so at least it's a happy ending. If simply undoing everything from before is the problem, then Steins Gate should get the same heat. In conclusion, I don't think that the ending is that bad, but I understand why it's controversial. It can create the feeling of nothing mattered, but I think the ending shows great creativity and maturity, more than what I saw from the bulk of the story. And if you think I'm a Chainsaw Man fanboy who's coping, think again.